නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස නමෝ තස්ස භගවතෝ අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. Homage to the worthy one, fully enlightened one. Homage to the worthy one, fully enlightened one. Homage to the worthy one, perfectly enlightened one. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Sunday evening meditation and Dhamma discussion session. As you know, we discuss the importance of practicing meditation, and we 10 minutes we do the practice. So I hope you all are ready for the session. Please sit comfortably wherever you are and withdraw all your thoughts and bring your mind to this moment, please. So this is the great and wonderful moment that you are spending on Sunday evening. So you know, usually we observe precepts we call morality in order to develop our spiritual enhancement. So all of us need to be developed our discipline, I mean the precepts. So usually Buddhist people, they observe 5 precepts daily, and the all 5 precepts, as much as possible, you try to protect or try to observe them. Sometimes you may think it is easy to follow the precepts and get along well when nobody trouble you, without get any confusion or any unpleasant feelings, as long as that you can observe the precepts. But if someone says something hurtful, it can throw you off track briefly. If you are mindful, you will think, I need to be careful now. Let me pause until I am clear-headed. I shouldn't say, oh, do something, I'll regret. That is very important things, sometimes when we verbally or physically or mentally, if we got the actions, sometimes some would regrets because of the reflections of the action. If you are always aware of the full context of interactions you will remember to be extra cautious when you are vulnerable. For example, if you are mourning a loss, you might become irritated with less provocations. You will know to be careful around others, like walking carefully in a place with broken glass when you are barefoot. This is crucial when you are unwell, tired, hungry, lonely, in pain, or simply in a bad mood. During stress, staying mindful helps you to recall your vulnerability and avoid actions you might regret. That is need to be done in our daily life. The mindfulness helps us to see the behavior of my mind. So this is how we overcome any unpleasant feelings, or how we increase our spiritual level. That would really help us to maintain our peace and joyful life. Concentration reveals the components of your being, your body, feelings, perceptions, volitional thoughts, and consciousness. All our challenges stem from these 5 sources. When observed as they truly are, they display constant and consistent change. It is this transformation occurs naturally without prior warning. Thus, we understand that everything is impermanent. So eventually, what happened to us, when we know it well, it means when we realize it, then we do not attach to it. This is what we do. Attachment, the conventionally we attach to the things, but the reality, or absolutely, we do not attach to the things. This is what happened when we realize in day-to-day life through this investigation that we can really experience these benefits. So, from the understanding arises means viraga. Raga, viraga. Raga, viraga. The raga means attachment, viraga means non-attachment. This concept signifies abstaining from clutching into these ever-changing elements. Viraga involves non-attachment to things. Viraga, the raga, viraga. Dosa, adosa. Moha, amoha. Hatred or non-hatred. Moha, ignorance or non-ignorance. Raga denotes greed, sensuality, desire, while viraga signifies the absence of such desires. Raga means attachment. It is easy to understand that how my mind attached to the objects, external objects as well as internal, my own pictures. How do I create my own stories? And how I attach to them, how I behave accordingly. So all these thoughts, or through these experiments, that it is easy to realize how this is happening in me and around me. In Vipassana, we don't just concentrate on one thing. The Vipassana means, it's the insight meditation. We concentrate all, what we experience, and on every corner of our mind, we fully aware. This is what we call the insight meditation. Anything you experience can be your focus. Can you do that? Everything? Everything. Usually in our day-to-day life, there are a lot of things to focus. Many actions, reactions, and objects. Many more things are happening. Can you aware all of these thoughts? Because everything you experience is marked by impermanence. Usually we cannot focus all actions or reactions, but you can focus the moment. The moment is important to us because the moment happened, everything happened in the moment. Then the arising and vanishing. Arising, the thoughts are arising and maintaining and vanishing. So when you realize it, you would never maintain it, but arising and vanishing, you know it very well. And so whatever you encounter in your daily life, you have to pay attention and notice its impermanent nature, because everything is impermanent. It means subjective to change. Nothing is permanent. Even though countless things happen in your life simultaneously and across the universe, you can't focus on everything, but you can direct your attention to what you experience in each moment. As I mentioned, the collection of moments we call the past memories. There are many collection of moments in the future collections. What you are planning to do in the future, tomorrow, or next week, next year, after 10 years, after 20 years. It is okay. Everyone need to have a proper plan, But in this investigation, what we realize, everything is subject to change. The thoughts are changing. Each of these things you notice is impermanence. And if you get attached to them, you will end up unhappy, because attachment assumes we can stick our minds to something which is impossible. Trying to, this leads to frustration. which is called suffering. Frustration means suffering, right? The practice of mindfulness, self-awareness and empathy, doesn't mean that external events have no impact on our emotions. Rather, it encourages us to take responsibility for our reactions and responses. By developing these skills, individuals can, gain greater control over their emotions and develop healthier ways of interacting with themselves and the world around them. So this is, how this happen. Simply you can start noticing the events, noticing your thoughts, the tiny things that you have to notice it. The mind is wandering, jumping tree to tree like a monkey, always come and go, thoughts are come and go. But you have to be mindful. You have to determine to see the thoughts at the very beginning. So, the beginner time, you have to make an strong effort to enter the pattern, enter the path. It means like you have to practice more and more. Suppose some would practice like 5-10 minutes per week, just only 10 minutes. So I think I would say it's not enough. This need to be practiced in day-to-day life. Then you would able to see the results. And when you read any Dhamma books, like you can realize what is the ignorance means, Four Noble Truth means, and dependent origination, what does it really mean? Sankhara, Vijnana, Namarupa, so forth. So then gradually you can start to investigate all these facts during your practice. The raga means the attachment, viraga means non-attachment, dosa is the hatred, adosa, non-hatred. Hate mean its mean sounds like unpleasant, because sometimes we like it, but it would convey it as unlike or unpleasant. So this is the nature of our mind. So through this investigation, you would realize how this magic mind is working. So you can easily to release your stress, anxiety, depression. You would really feel your peace, happy, joyful mind. This is what we really want to experience in our life. Yeah. So friends, I know that you all been practicing meditation for a long time, and sometimes you may very beginner level. It's okay. Don't discourage. Continue your effort and practice daily, and read and practice, and you would get the benefits of awareness or mindfulness, the peace of your happiness. So this is what really we want. Okay. Now, uh, with this thought, we are moving to the next part of our session. We do the uh, breathing meditation and sharing kindful thoughts to everyone. Let's meditate for a few minutes, please. Um, please sit comfortably wherever you are and adjust your seat. Withdraw all thoughts and bring your mind to this moment. Just focus your attention to the breath body. Gently close your eyes. Please pay your attention to the breathing. I am mindfully breathing in long. I am mindfully breathing out long. Please continue your breathing practice, Dhyana Pannasiri. Let's share the loving friendliness thoughts towards everyone, please. May I be well, happy and peaceful. May I be well, happy and peaceful. May I be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to me. May no difficulties come to me. May I always meet with spiritual success. May I also have courage, patience, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in my life. May my family members be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they always meet with spiritual success. May they also have courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in their life. May my friends, relatives be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May they always meet with spiritual success. May they also have courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in their life. May all indifferent persons, may all unfriendly persons be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May all be free from suffering. May all in the United States be well, happy, and peaceful. May all over the world, all beings be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to anyone. May no difficulties come to anyone. May all be free from suffering. Visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth, may all have happy minds. May no harm come to anyone. May no difficulties come to anyone. May all have happy minds. May all be free from suffering. May all be free from suffering. May all be free from suffering. May all have happy minds. 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 May all beings be well, happy and peaceful. May all beings be well, happy and peaceful. May all have happy minds. May all have happy minds. May all have happy minds. Dukkhapatthaca nidukkha bhayapatthaca nibbaya sokapatthaca nissoka Hontu sabbe pipanino. Dukkhapatthaca nidukkha bhayapatthaca nibbaya sokapatthaca nissoka hontu sabbe pipanino. Dukkhapatthaca nidukkha bhayapatthaca nibbaya sokapatthaca nissoka hontu sabbe pipanino. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, well, friends, let's read the translation of the Noble Eightfold Path. This is the middle way, awoken by the Perfect One, which gives rise to wisdom and knowledge, which leads to peace, wisdom, enlightenment, and Nibbana, the Noble Eightfold Path. Right view of suffering, of its origin, of its cessation, of the way leading to the cessation of suffering. Number 2, right view, right intention of renunciation, free from craving, of goodwill, free from aversion, of compassion, free from cruelty. Number 3, right speech, abstaining from false speech, abstaining from malicious speech, abstaining from harsh speech, abstaining from useless speech. Number 4, right action, abstaining from taking life, abstaining from stealing, abstaining from sensual misconduct. Number 5, right livelihood, giving up wrong livelihood, earning one's living by a right form of livelihood. Number 6, right effort, determination to prevent arising evil, unwholesome status of mind from arising by making effort, arousing energy, applying mind and striving. Determination to abandon evil, unwholesome states of mind that have already arisen by making effort, arousing energy, applying mind and striving. Determination to develop wholesome mental status that have not yet arisen by making effort, arousing energy, applying mind and striving. Determination to maintain and perfect wholesome mental status already arising, and not to allow them to disappear, but to bring them to growth, to maturity, and to the full perfection of development by making effort, arousing energy, applying mind, and striving. Number 7, right mindfulness. One dwells contemplating the body in the body, ardent, clearly comprehending, mindful, having subdued, longing and grief for the world. One dwells contemplating feelings in feelings, ardent, clearly comprehending, mindful, having subdued, longing and grief for the world. One dwells contemplating mind in mind, ardent, clearly comprehending, mindful, having subdued, longing and grief for the world. Number 8, right concentration. Quiet, secluded from sense pleasures, secluded from unwholesome status of mind, one enters and dwells in the first jhanas, which is accompanied by applied thought and sustained thought with rapture and happiness born of seclusion. With the subsiding of applied thought and sustained thought, one enters and dwells in the second jhana, which has internal confidence and unification of mind, is without applied thought and sustained thought, is filled with rapture and bliss born of concentration. With the fading away of rapture, one dwells in equanimity, mindful and discerning, and one experience in one's own person that bliss of which the noble ones say, happily lives one who is equanimous and mindful. Thus one enters and dwells in the third jhana, with the abandoning of pleasure and pain, and with the previous disappearance of joy and grief, one enters and dwells in the fourth jhana, which has neither pain nor pleasure, purity of mindfulness and equanimity. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Well, today we discussed very briefly we discussed the vipassana. What does the mean of vipassana meditation, the insight meditation, and the raga, the word raga, attachment, and how this attachment causes suffering, how to overcome unpleasant feelings by practicing and developing mindfulness. You can apply or experience how the benefits of the mindfulness meditation. So friends, I like to invite you all, please practice meditation at least 15 minutes per day. All of you can do this early morning or when you're ready to go to bed. You can do this exercise. And also you can be mindful all day. So then you would know your actions and reactions. You know the physical actions, verbal actions, and mental actions. You're fully aware. So you would really enjoy happy and you would feel you are alive. You are alive. So you can get the maximum benefits of each and every moment. So you feel it. So then you can just see your thoughts and you can let go all unpleasant and unwholesome thoughts. You can cultivate wholesome thoughts. The wholesome thoughts would help us to develop our joyful life. So gradually disappeared unwholesome thoughts. That means we are fully aware. We know it very well. I know my mind. I know it very well. So I realize it. Then you do not need to, attach to it, but you can just see it without attach. You can just think it without attach. So this is how we practice the non-attachment or the let go. So these are the benefits of during our practice. We all realize and we all can understand this level of mind status. So friends, please experience this wonderful moment, wonderful practice. So I want to thank you all for joining Sunday evening session. So now I'm going to chant the particular Pali stanzas. Please just concentrate it mindfully, and you can repeat or you can just recite it with me in mind. Bhavatu sabbha mangalang Rakhantu sabbha devata Sabbha buddhanubhavena Sadha sotti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabbha mangalang Rakhantu sabbha devata Sabbha dhammanubhavena Sadha sotti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabbha mangalang Rakhantu sabbha devata Sabbha sanghanubhavena Sadha sotti bhavantu te. May you be well, happy and peaceful. May all be well, happy and peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you everyone. Have a great night. Thank you.